Hey guys, in this video I'm going to take you through your assessment task step by step. Now, due to unforeseen circumstances, we did not get time to teach you all the skills required for you to complete the task successfully. So therefore, I'm going to take you through step by step to get you through the practical component. Alright, if you haven't finished, start from entering the data from the table on your sheet. So going on to your Excel spreadsheet, open it up and enter all of this data over here onto your spreadsheet. So I'm just going to go through, I'll do a couple and then I'll let you do your own, but we're going to have a title, might call it 2020 Year 6 Fundraiser, Icy Cup Sales. This is for our business. I'm going to put in the date and I need to put in the accurate data here, 21st of the 2nd, and I'm using all the data from the dates that we collected here. 21st of the 2nd, 2020. Now making sure I can adjust the width by hovering over the columns A and B and adjusting the width like that. My date, if it doesn't come up like this, I just click on the cell and I can format by clicking on the home number. I want to format it so it's short date, put it in there. I also want these other dates to be short date as well. Alright, now that I've got my dates in, I'm going to go through and I've formatted all of these cells so it's home, format, and I've selected short date. So I've formatted that. I'm going to now go over to the sales and put in the actual data for sales. Just type it straight in. I'm just going to type in 64, 55, and so forth. Now I need to format these numbers here so it shows a dollar value. To format, highlight, home, under formatting, dollar, to 2 decimal places. Now I'm going to put in the overheads, remembering the overheads are the expenses that occurred when we needed to purchase things for our business. So just type that in. Again, type in the data, highlight the cells and format the cells, whether it be a percentage or if it be dollar or whether it be the date. So we need to change that to dollars. And now put in your profits. I'm just going to adjust the width. Type in your profits. Now this is where you'll have to, over here it says you'll need to enter a formula, just copying that formula. So when we do a formula, we need to start with an equal sign. We're going to have the sales take away the overheads because this is how much money we made, but we need to take away the overheads so we're left with our profits. So equal sign, click on the cell, take away the overheads, click on the overheads, press enter. Now I don't have to repeat this for the next cell. I can shortcut by dragging from the corner, drag that down, and it's worked out my profits for me. Okay, now that I've entered all my data in, I want to total all of this, and I'm going to use the auto sum to total all of my sales. So we go up to the home tab, auto sum, select the cells that I want to add up and press enter. There's my total. I want to do the same for my overheads, home, auto sum, select the data, enter. Same with my profits, auto sum, select, enter, and there are all my totals. Now I want to go to the next phase and I need to work out the average over the 4 weeks. I want to work out the average because this is going to help me make predictions for future sales. So I'm going to go in and enter in my data in this cell here. I'm going to leave a space and enter it in here. Average over 4 weeks. Now I want this to go over 4 weeks. I'm just going to hold down Alt, enter, and that just takes it down to the next line. Average over 4 weeks. Make this a little bit wider. Now when I'm working out the average, it's the total divided by the set that I have here, how many that are in my set. So the total is 279 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of data divided by 4, and that will give me an average. So equals the total divided by, which is the / sign symbol, divided by 4. Enter. Same with the overheads. Equals total divided by 4 and our profits equals total divided by 4. Enter. Now I've got all of my data in here and I can go through and start answering some of these questions. So question 1, all you had to do was enter the data. Question 2, what is the total amount of sales for the 4 weeks? So this is now you reading through and comprehending the data that you've just inputted. Write your answers in your worksheet, just over here. Question 3, what is the total amount of overheads for the 4 weeks? The total amount. Question 5, based off our weekly profit average. So our weekly profit average, there's average. Would we meet our target after 32 weeks? And there's a formula in here. So our target we want to raise for our graduation is $3,000. Now what I'm going to do here from questions 5 onwards, I'm just going to create a question over here. I'm just going to write, I'm not going to write the full question, question 5. And then over here, I'm going to put in my formula and the answer to work that out. So remember when we put a formula in, it even gives you a hint what to do here. Put in the equal sign. Weekly average profit times, there's the average profit, times, which is the little star, and I want to know over 32 weeks. So times 32, that's my total, and then I'm going to answer right here. So based off our weekly profit average, would we meet our target after 32 weeks? Would I meet it? Yes or no? Just write your answer beside that. All right, and then you just go through the rest of the questions. Question 6 and do the same, and I'll let you do that on your own. Question 6. based off our average sales over the 4 weeks, how many icy cups are we selling each week? So how many icy cups? So equals, and we're selling our icy cups at 50 cents each, so it's our average sales, and we're selling them at 50 cents, so we're going to divide by 0.5 for 50 cents. Enter, and we have $139.50. Now have a look at the question. It says, based off our average sales over the 4 weeks, how many icy cups? So we need to change the formatting of this. Home, format, so it's just general, no specific answer. So how many icy cups? We would need to sell at least 140 icy cups. All right, question 7. Now we want to create an infographic, so a thermometer, so for our sales to date. So I'm just going to take you through that. All right, now I want to enter in a visual representation of this data to date. So I'm just going to add in a few more elements here to this total to date. Then I'm going to add in here our target that we're aiming for. I'm going to put it straight under the profits. Our target's going to be $3,000. Now I'm just going to add in, let's highlight this row here, insert or home, a row, cells. I'm going to cut that. Control X, highlight it, Control X, click up here, Control V to put it back in. All right, that's my target. This is what I've made so far after 4 weeks. Profits $237. Now I want to create something visual. I could create a table, but I'm going to create a thermometer. So to do that, I highlight the 2 data sets, go to Insert, Recommended Charts. I'm going to go to All Charts, a stacked column. Now not this one here, the stacked column. This one here it's out of a percentage. We want that first one there. Stacked column. I'm going to select this one over here so it's on top of each other, and I'll press OK. Now I'm going to change the color of this series, this data series here. So I'm going to select the first one, I'm going to right click, fill it in red. And this top one, I'm going to right click and have no fill, but I'm going to have an outline, red. I'm also going to change the series here so it only goes up to 3,000 because that's my target. So double click on there, your format access should come up, your minimum, maximum, I'm going to change that to 3,000. Major lines, I can change that, so at the moment it's going up in increments of 500. If I wanted, I could change that so it's 2. Just going to change the title, chart title, double click in there, make sure you have 2020 icy cup sales, and and that's our target we're trying to reach. Now if I want to create it so it looks like a thermometer, I might just add insert, just click anywhere over here, insert, shapes, circle, and I can format that shape so it looks red. Right click, format shape, fill, and the line. And there you go. That's your assessment. Now this looks really untidy, so I might change the background of my chart. I could put in a picture if I want to. I could tidy this up so it's in a nice table with outlines. So I want this to stand out. Just go to home, click here, thick outside borders, but I also want inside borders. I want this number here to stand out, that's my target. So I'm going to fill it in red, that's my target. I can merge cells in center by highlighting all the cells. Right click, and this tool here is merge in center, or I can go up to home, merge in center. Give these headings so they stand out a bit more, so highlight, home, bold, center. Okay, and I'll let you design the rest of yours and go through and finish off all the questions, answering using your data, but tidy it up a little bit, and I'll leave that up to you. All right, I hope this has been helpful. You should be able to get through all of this in one session, and I look forward to seeing your final assessment pieces. Thanks.